day. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's the NFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. The Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try the jet sweep here, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 9 now. stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up Ice's garbage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying, we got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
At the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, Love. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The game at 3-3.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And to give this time to the tailback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Jordan Love sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down. It's Jones. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Loss of 9 yards. And it's 4th down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. This is taken at the 18. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
6. Packers 3.
The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. The first of 4 games this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, in our game, just a field goal separates these two sides at the break. One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt for the 2nd time. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Love. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Love now. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Love. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Looking sideline, incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
That ties the game 6-6.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They're on the 26-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Let's go, come on!
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, fourth quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out, just what you said?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Love looking deep for Adams. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
By Kenny Clark. A loss of 5.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packers offense set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's Jones. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Aaron
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So out now come the Lions. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he's able to put it through. 5 plays there on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's Love and the Packers. Down 13-6. A little over 80 ticks to go. This is where your playoff mettle is tested. On the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it 1st and 10. Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Here's Love. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the Lions will take the knee here in the cards. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they take a knee. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.